Hey everyone, my name is John and you're watching Tech of Things, and today we're going to talk about this diamond in the rough, the LIFX Beam. The LIFX Beam is arguably LIFX's response to the popular Nanoleaf. When you open the box, you'll be greeted with a setup sheet and 6 1-foot long plastic pieces with magnetic connectors on each end and a corner connector that allows you to form right angles. And a power strip that magnetically connects to each one of the ends of the plastic pieces. The beam costs a whopping $150. So today I'm going to try and answer, is it worth it? What do I like about it? And what do I not like about it? I'm a really positive guy and I like offering constructive criticism, but oh my god, setting this thing up was probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Probably. I actually bought this thing around 5 months ago and I didn't set it up because I had to give up after an hour of opening it. It literally took 48 hours of self-isolation and quarantine for me to gather the willpower to try to set this thing up again. Because it was so annoying. Like, really, really annoying. Literally all the 1-star reviews of this product had something to do with the fact that they couldn't get the lights to pair with their phones. And so far, LIFX hasn't really said anything about it. Now, the fact that there's no hub required for the Beam is a big plus, and I could see how, because there is no hub, it's not really fair to compare what it'd be like connecting like a new Philips Hue light bulb to this product, just because they're completely different processes. That being said, though, I do think that LIFX support could do a lot better of a job helping their customers. After an hour or so of research, I finally figured out the solution on a Reddit thread, and eventually I was able to get my device to pair. Again, as someone who believes that the consumer experience is one of the most important things, I have a hard time recommending this product because of my experience. That being said, oh my god, I like these lights a lot. Now that I've been living with them for a few days, these lights are beautiful. My initial thought of the beams was a thought of worry, as I thought it would look really tacky having this plastic fixture above my furniture, especially when the lights are off and all you see is the plastic. The moment that flipped the switch in my brain from, I don't know if I like this, to, oh my god, I like this a lot, was when I was sitting at my desk at night and I just turned around and saw the lights and how it filled up the entire space of the room. I mean, these lights are bright. With a color temperature of 2500K to 9000K, means that this is able to emit a great variety of white and warm colors to the more bold and vivid colors that I'm sure all of us would love to have. One of the most impressive things about the LIFX Beam is how bright it is. With a 6 beam setup, the setup right out of the box, you can emit almost 1200 lumens of light. And to show you how bright that is, here's a day-night comparison from looking out from my balcony into my bedroom. As you can see, it's really, really bright. The Beam also features a variety of animations, with my favorite being the move animation, allowing you to paint your own unique animation, as the Beam has around 60 addressable spaces out of the box. And one of the selling points of this Beam is that it's supposed to be modular, but it's not that modular. With only one corner piece, you're kind of stuck with just having a straight line or like an L-shaped type of thing. You could add 2 additional pieces to your fixture, but then you could have a longer L or a longer line? I mean, it's not that modular. It would have been really cool if they added some sort of like hex connector. Like they added a corner connector, why not a hex one? And then allow us to make all these really cool designs that you could kind of see with like the Nanoleafs. I think people would be able to be really creative if they just had more of the Beam to play around with. The Beam offers integration with the standard home devices such as Alexa, Google Home, Siri, and also has their own proprietary LIFX app. The LIFX app definitely feels like one of those apps that's developed by a third party. You know, it's not beautiful, but it does get the job done. There was an update to the app a while ago that actually made this app less intuitive. It now takes double the clicks to change the animation of the lights, to change the color of the lights, or the intensity of the lights. Which in the macro sense, okay, double of one isn't major, but if you're making a lot of changes, it doesn't make sense. Why would you make an app less intuitive and seamless to use? So far, I can't complain too much about the Alexa integration. I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment with an Echo Show and an Echo Dot, and it seems to be working pretty well. It works with the Amazon app. Another thing that I don't like about the Beam that the marketing of the products seemed to miss is how finicky and ugly the power strip is. It's incredibly difficult to cable manage this cord unless it's the beam is in a straight line or in a corner. The power strip connector is magnetic and it's really easy to come off the beam. Imagine the old MagSafe MacBook chargers. Now imagine 25% strength of that, and that's kind of the strength of the connection between the two. It's not the most inconvenient thing in the world, but it kind of irks me that in all the marketing, they kind of don't show the power cord. And considering that the intention of the product is to act as like an art fixture or something to complement a piece of furniture, something that you would proudly display on a wall, it's kind of shocking how difficult it is to hide this thing. So with that all said and done, would I recommend this beam to someone? And the answer is, I don't know. So I guess I'm trying to ask rhetorically, who's the LIFX Beam for? If you're someone getting into the smart light game, there are a lot better economical options out there that will also enable you to add on to your collection over time. If you want a crazy RGB house, want a sick gaming setup, you could achieve a lot of what the LIFX Beam achieves with a smart plug and just a $30 Amazon light strip. The LIFX Beam is for someone who wants a conversation starter. It's something really neat that you're probably not going to want any more of. You have $150 to blow, or at the very least, if you spend $150 on something, it's not the end of the world. And you're happy knowing that you spent that money on something that doesn't necessarily provide so much utility as much as it produces novelty. And frankly, there are cooler and cheaper ways to spend $150 to light something up in a really unique way. But again, if you could spare the $150 and you want something cool, a little unique to show off to your friends, then you know what, the LIFX Beam, it's